Alright, Elite Code 3, let's do a PSA order. We got about 200. These took about, I don't know, 16 months, 7, $8 a card. I think it was like $8 a card to get them graded. So let's start off with the 2011 card. Bowman Sterling. Francisco Lindor gets a 9. That's a base star rookie in a 9. There are a lot of 9s in this order. It's out of 515. It's the level 6, kind of like the jersey auto of Julio. Just getting these sorted through. Here's a basketball. Durant Ultra gets a 9. That's the base Ultra Lucky 13. It's not numbered or anything, but pretty good grade. Aspirations 92. Kind of got blue there. It's somewhat of a die cut there. It's cut. Exquisite collection. Thicker card stock. This is an XRC. It's a 2010 issued card. They threw it into packs of exquisite. So I think everything's been a 9 so far. This exquisite Willis, I thought it was an 8, but just a little harsh grading on this one, 225. But that's the RPA, the base one. I think the parallel one's out of 99. We've got Fleer, the base Fleer Durant. I have no idea what some of these are worth anymore. I mean, most of them have come down quite a bit from the peaks. This Charles, I also thought this Charles had 8.5 potential, so probably end up snapping this and sending it over to SGC and just seeing what they give it. But that's the SP Authentic Gold 25 print. Good patch too. Let's take this off, put it to the side, so you kind of see. It's a cool one. This Dez didn't do that great, but an 8 in the Dez SPX 99. That's a 2010. So starting in 2010, Upper Deck lost their football license, so that's why you'll see the college issued cards. Gronkowski, I might just run this in auction, just see what it goes for. Oh, it's actually out of 25. It's like the gold jumbo jersey. Champ Bailey Spa. This one gets a 9. Pacific Aurora. Now, if you look at this one closely, you can see it's definitely off center, right to left. The top to bottom is on point though. But I mean, to me, it's off centered enough to where you could say this is not 10 material. Here's an Aurora. So let's do the same test. Again, it's about centered the same. So these Brady's did pretty well. I mean, I think that's a good grade. Here's a Brian Urlacher Pros and Prospects. That one got a 9. This is one I thought was definitely weaker when I sent it in, and I could just tell. The top to bottom's off. There's a little corner, so I think this one should have been an 8. But they just gave them all 9, so that happens a lot when you send the same card in. They all get the same grade. Contenders. This is the rookie ticket of Brian Urlacher. That's an 8. I was hoping for a little bit more on this, but I mean that bottom left corner is kind of rough, so 8 it is. And the SPX. So I mean, during this time period, these were all getting sent in because You know, I thought maybe 8.5, and the grading fee at the time was so low, and the secondary market was so high, so it made sense to send cards. And I mean, even like this, a card I thought was like a 7 or an 8, the value would definitely increase to be a 7 compared to raw. Now it's probably closer. If that makes sense. But that's the way it goes. But when it takes 16 months, things can obviously change by the time the cards get back. Here's a Sean Alexander. This one is the SPX, the up close photo. It's got a high print of 2000. That's why those cards. I think that's why those cards don't hold better value, like Jamal Lewis and Alexander. This is cool. This is the refractor, bottom left corner. Great card though. 2000 Bowman Chrome. I thought this was a little harsh, so that this would be a great snap candidate. That's the score Brady, and then we got Paramount. Brady gets a 9, so did pretty good on the Brady's. Grabbed some 9s. Those have fallen though. Let's do this card. It's just I don't know why it's just sitting over here. But it was part of the order. This Stafford to 141. That's the Donruss Rookies and Stars. It's supposed to be Leaf Rookies and Stars. That's what I always called it. But this Shockey's cool. Shockey had a few good years. 25 print. That's the Spa Gold rookie. Gets an 8. And we've got some Topps Chrome 2002s. These are always fun to send in. And they're typically off-centered. This Peppers is just tilted too thin a border on top there. This one looks good. Just a little off right to left. But, I mean, that one could probably pass. That one's off right to left. I mean, it's just so easy to see. But that second one, I think, could probably pass in a 10 holder. But the other two, definitely not. This Portis looks great, though. Yeah, I mean, this one's pretty much perfect. See, that one looks like a 10 to me. So this is just a jersey, but the Portis, great back. His first 2 seasons in the league were definitely his best with Denver, and then he kind of tailed off a little. Ed Reed SPX 1500 print on the base. I think there's a parallel of this, but I haven't ever come across one. Contenders, I mean, these are just usually bought, and most of the ones you're going to see on this are in the 6 to 7 range if you buy this card raw. See, it's just got some white on the back. It's just the way they made Contenders in 2002 is just so susceptible, and you will probably, it's highly unlikely you'll ever see a PSA 10 on this set. PSA 9s are actually rare. This Reed I thought had a chance at a 10. I mean, if you just look at the center and the right to left's on point, top to bottom's on point. Yeah, that's a great copy right there. Blazer. The Bowman Chrome Auto. It's like they took these images. It's like the same day. He's getting ready to run, then he runs. So that's a 9. Those are tough bulls, I think. The autos out of there. Redemption Special, also known as City Heights LeBron, gets a 9. These will probably be 8s. I guess they gave this one a 9. So 2 of these Victory rookie orientations. I mean, those are tough sets. Victory. This is what I thought was a 10. Centered up. It's white bordered. It's really not the toughest set. So Fleer. This is 2001 Fleer. Pujols gets a 9. That's the tradition. This is kind of not the best grade. Pros and Prospects 8. And this one got a 9, so this is like the Upper Deck Legends 750 print gets an 8. So I mean, these grades aren't blowing anybody away, but my standards also weren't very as strict as they are now. But this is a good copy right here. This one got an 8. It's got great centering for an 8. That's a blazer right there. That's the flagship Breeze from 2001. This card's like $50 now, which is, that's a fantastic buy if you can pick this up for $50-$60. They were close to 200, I think. Star Rookie Ichiro. This one got a 9. This is the Breeze 1956. Yeah, this one got hammered. Whoops. This is one that I don't think I understood. I still don't get why it's a 7, but I didn't grade it. I just sent it off. I don't know why that has a marker. It's probably has a marker because I thought it was a 9, but Fleer Authority Breeze 1350. They gave that a 10. So I don't grade them. Not really the coolest set. Here's another Ichiro. This one I thought was just, I thought it was a 10. I mean, top to bottom's on, right to lefts with intolerance. The back looks clean. There's virtually no chipping on the card. So, I mean, to me, this is a 10 example of a card. You don't come across cards of especially this set, cards that are actually 10s. And then when it gets a 9, it's just like, okay, what are we looking at? Pujols 8. Tops traded Pujols in an 8. I think there's a couple 8s of this one. So, I mean, that wasn't very good. These copies don't look bad, though. There's another Breeze top. So, yeah, I mean, this grader was just a little tight. But overall, I thought they did a pretty good job on these. Next up, we got the AJ Green. That's the Spa 2011. Thicker card. Lindor, I bet this is like a $40 card now, but the base, no sparkle from 15 update. That one got a 10. Hockey, Jack Eichel, the Young Guns in a 9. Moncada, it's probably like a $5 or $10 card, but Moncada Chrome, 10. Some Silver Prism Henry. That's, of course, it's a base card, but that one got a 9. That's card 298. This would be an SGC popper. Exquisite green. Great card. This is the Spectrum Gold to 30 of Julio from SPX. That's a really sick card right there. That one got a 10. So, AJ Green, there's a couple of these. I think they both got 9s. Yeah, these SPXs. These actually came at, you got like a bonus pack if you broke a box of 2011 SP Authentic, and the SPX cards were actually inside the boxes. I know this because I actually broke an SP Authentic 2011 box, and SPX was not its own standalone set that year, which is interesting. Metal Universe Red PMG of Seth Jones to 75. Random hockey card thrown in. Stephon Diggs Refractor. Card 148. Here's another Eichel. Couple Carson Wentz cards that, that came in with this order. You've got the 149 rookies, blue and a 9. And then the Optic base, the rated rookie as well, gets a 9. And this is a really cool card. The Ed Reed Refractor to 250. That's the finest refractor from 02. Great shine on that one too. So we will continue on with some more. That's the base. Actually, never mind. That's the glossy. I don't know what I was looking at. Bowman. 04 Bowman. Top Chrome. some more Bowmans. So these Bowmans probably look decent when I sent them in, and you know, when grading's $8, it seemed pretty logical to send those cards in like that. What else do we got? It's a lot of 2004 stuff. Fitzgerald flagship 9. I bet that's $25 card now. I mean, for a while they all went nuts. It's probably like 60 or 70, but things are back to reality now, which is good. There's a 9. There's another one. That's probably what, 125, 150, and a 10. I'm just guessing on the number on that one. Topps Finest. I think this one has a corner. Yeah, there's a little white in that corner. That does not deserve a 10. But Finest. So, some Topps Chromes here. This is the Topps collection, so it's got gold print here. Topps Chrome. These are typically off-centered, and you know there's surface scratches that I've come across on the 2004s over the years. Whoops, Bowman, a couple Bowman Fitzgeralds. Actually, the first one's Bowman Chrome. It gets a 9, and the second one is your base Bowman. The one's off-centered right to left for sure. I've got a 9 as well. So here's some Rogers cards. The Bowman, which definitely not a gimme with these black edges, and the back's got the black too. So I mean, it's tough. It's a tough set right there. I don't think I've ever gotten a 10 on that card. I've gotten a bunch of 8s and 9s, but I don't think I've gotten a 10. Donruss Elite Roth. This is a cool set. 500. You know, a set that would drop in the summertime. You know, back in the day, this set would drop in like June. And it'd just be cool because the cards were numbered, somewhat limited, college uniforms, just an interesting set. Here's an Elite to 500, 8, and then Fleer Tradition, I think, which is just the base. There are variations off this, like a blue one, I think, too. But this is just the base one. It got a 9. So, I mean, that box is pretty good. But I think PSA's best price now is like, what, 25 or $30 for bulk. So I mean, you wouldn't really consider sending hardly any of these cards in. The Ultra Hummer too. It's kind of interesting how they mark these sometimes. Sometimes they'll mark them Hummer H2, and sometimes they'll just put Ultra. So there's like a light and light background and a darker one that I've noticed with these. One's from the packs and one's from the actual like Hummer car package. Victory. This is tough. I mean, it's all black. Every border and corner is black. So I think a 9's really good on this one. It doesn't have much value, but it probably should. MVP, probably $100 card now. I think 10s are like $375 or $425 or something. So I mean, those are falling off a cliff. Platinum Medallion Suggs. Just a neat card, you know, a player that's going to be in Canton. Here's his platinum medallion from his rookie year. It was cheap too. I think I picked that up for 15 or 20 bucks. Exclusives. Here's a 9 on the exclusives. So possibly from a box set. I can't remember what the story is with these rookie exclusives. Here's a 10 on that same card. Next card up is a Chiefs card. These SPX Larry Johnsons. I don't know. I must have thought they had a chance at a 10. This is the Spectrum one, though. This is cool. 25 on the print. 2003. This was a cool set when it came out. 2002 SPX was suspect, but 2003 came back strong. And guys like Ontario Smith. Who else was in that? Leftwich. Here's the Bowman's Best. This has always been a cool card to me. I used to pick these up raw, like in the fall of 2003. I just thought it was a great card. That long ago. Is that 19? Yeah, 19 years ago. I used to pick that card up, and it was always like 60 or 70 bucks. And I think that's what it's worth now, so it hasn't really moved in value. Same with this one. I used to buy this one that fall. It was always like 75 to 100 for a Johnson to 250. But I don't know. I thought the card was just cool. It looks cool. Got some contenders now. So the ticket of Larry. This card at one point was over $400 raw, if you can believe it. But that's happened to a lot of running backs. Fall of 2006, this card shot up after his great 2005 season, and he did follow it up with a good 2006. But you know, the hype all jumped in, and then they jump out like they do with everything. This is kind of cool too. So I snuck in some Larry's, but it's the black refractor to 100. Here we go. Jump into 2017. So that, I mean, the cards are all over the place, but that's kind of how these orders typically go. With your gold Peterson, Prism gold with the Saints, kind of a short stand. I think he played 5 or 6 games with the Saints, but there it is. McCaffrey. The score rookie, I think I just ran one of these in the store and it went higher than I thought. I think it went for 70 bucks. I might be wrong, it could have been 40, but it went way higher than I thought for a score McCaffrey. Seems like he's hurt a lot. Optic Watson, this is the hollow one. I don't know what's going on with him and if he's playing or not. He's suspended, I think, for like 11 games, but who knows what'll end up with that. This is one I marked down. I thought I had a chance at a 10. It's a little off-centered right to left, so it's probably graded accurately. I'll take a look at this one off camera, but it's just so expensive to grade now. Purple Scope, 99. So this one got a 9. That's the Derrick Henry. That's a great looking card though. Got a couple silvers. So the silver, these typically go for like 60 or 70 bucks. Of course, it's a base card, but it is technically a silver prism because it's got the shine, but not really hard to pull those. Dalvin Cook's contenders ticket. Not sure if this is the this is the base one. I think it's got a little white on these back corners, which is common with 17 contenders. So Dalvin Cook gets the 9s. Here's Kamara. This is the silver prism base auto. That one gets a 9. These are pretty affordable for the type of player he's becoming. He had that little off-field thing, but I think that'll get sorted out here soon. The red, white, and blue. I think this is a retail. I think it's if you go to Walmart and get the hanger packs. I'm just guessing. But here's some more of these. So there's a lot of 9s. Silver prisms in a 9. I think this is like a $20 card. It might be a little more, but not much more than that. But you know, I typically post prices. I mean, on all these videos, certain cards. Not every card. It takes too long, and there's not enough market data for every card. But definitely post some prices for selected cards. Here's the LT. This is, you know, $25 card now. Tops LTs, pretty easy to find 9s, but it's tough to find one that's actually a true 10. Just there's this centering, chipping. There's so much that can go wrong with 01 Tops flagship football. Here's the Vic. So I can just see right off the bat it's not centering good enough. But you know, it's a clean example, and I bet when these were sent in, the card was worth more in a 9. You know, so for $8 and if you're pretty sure it's going to get a 9 and be worth 50 bucks, I mean, it just makes sense. The certified autograph. So this is these are tough pulls. Almost all the copies have that little thing right there. You see that surface imperfection. Not really sure what that is about, but the certified autograph issue, just a great card. that image is superimposed, but it doesn't look bad, and the autograph's on card, and it's Bowman, so neat card for sure. I think this is one that must have gotten away from me, but a 7. It's got some chipping on the back. It's not the best example, but there's definitely worse ones out there. But the SPX Gold, this is the first expensive card that I ever bought, actually. Back in 2003, the fall of 2003, I bought this card raw for like $350. It's about $100 card raw now. Victory Vic 9. Vintage LT. This is the Legacy to 250. Ultimate Legacy 250 Vic. That one gets an 8. Kind of a neat one here, the Bowman Chrome Refractor. Great shine on that puppy. But mint 9. It's about a $200 card, I would guess. EX, just the auto or the base. The base one in a 9. Great looking photo. And these cards just look great. 1,000 print run. This is the Breeze football one, or the baseball bat one. Somewhat of an SP, I think, but doesn't really have tons of value. Quantum Leaf Vic. The back's usually where you'll see your chipping on this set, but Quantum Leaf Vic gets a 9. Just your typical staple cards in this order. Go back to 89 for some cards here. Some Berries and Griffies. Topps traded, probably pulled from a factory set. Definitely not the toughest set I've come across. 89 Topps traded football. Cards come up pretty clean. And these Fleer Griffies, I've gotten so many 9s on these over the years. But 9's still probably $25, I would guess. But Fleer 9 Griffey. Pro Set Berry, possibly from a pack. I can't remember because this order was so long ago. But Pro Set Berry 10. Maybe $150 with the price on that one. Classic Best Piazza. This card really doesn't have much value. I'd say this is a $5 card. But Classic Best Piazza in a 9. Donruss the Rookies. These were always fun. Box sets. You get Canseco. You get Bo Jackson in there. This one got a 9. It's got a sticker on it, so I'll take another look at it and just kind of see where the imperfection is, if there is one. But Donruss the Rookies. Bonds. Cards like that don't even make much sense to send in anymore because a 9's probably 25 or 30. That's your grading fee. So, mint 9 Berry Score. This card has definitely dropped. There's just so many mint 9s of this card out there. Bowman Piazza. Pro Set Berry 9. Traded. We've got Derek Thomas in a 10. Pro Set Thomas. I'll probably keep this one. I don't have this card, and it's it's a Chief. Probably pack pulled too. Thomas 10. You got the Score Traded Griffey. I think I ran one of these in auction and got like $12 the other day, so not much value in this card at all. But Score Traded Griffey in a 9. And then this is a neat one. Bowman Chrome Gold Larry Johnson to 50 in an 8. Probably has some scratching and it's a little off centered, so but that's crazy shine on that one. $2004 Topps. That's the Eli Manning. Base 9. Push these over. Hot Prospects 2004. 350, I believe. 350 print. Glossy gets a 9. Steven Jackson, that's the Bowman Chrome auto. These are $199. The top tier rookies got autos that were printed to $199. Some of the lesser known or lower tier rookies at the time, I believe, got autos that weren't numbered. So here's a couple of Jacksons, both got 9s. Probably a call to Kenton soon. Kind of see what happens with that. It's another Steven Jackson, so we're into the 2004 stuff right now. So Steven Jackson, the black. That's really cool. Print 100 on that one. Turn of the century. These are pretty tough. Yeah, this one's got some corner issues, it looks like. But overall, this set's just, I've definitely never gotten a 10 on this set, but I think I've gotten a couple 9s. A bunch of 8s along the way. Topps Chrome Rivers. Now, if you were being completely objective with the centering on this card, you would say it's not 50-50 from right to left. 60-40, 55-45 range, but the top to bottom looks close to on point. So this one was a 10, the Topps Chrome Rivers, and then I think this one got a 9. I have no idea the value on the Topps Chrome 10. I would say 250, 300 would be my guess, but it could be more or less. Probably less. So 2 of those got 10s. It's pretty good. A thicker card. Not really a highly sought after card, but the print is 100. It's a silver Phillip Rivers 04 Flair autograph collection. That's the NC State Wolfpack picture from the Senior Bowl. So Topps Heritage Rogers, the old school TV design, kind of makes me think of might be 56. What is it? 55 or 56 Bowman baseball. I can't remember the year on that one. This is one I thought would have been higher, so maybe I'll possibly snap it out. But like I said, with the grading fees being so expensive, it's not like it used to be. So we'll have to consider all avenues. The Gore 1275 print on that one. Topps Flagship Gore 9. That's a $20 card, I would guess. It's kind of interesting. The RPA for a player that had a long career, it's definitely productive. So Exquisite 06 Vernon Davis. That's the RPA, and it's got a really slick patch 225 print. And those cards just look great. They look better than Treasures to me. Here's your Bowman Chrome Calvin. Just your base stock Calvin card in a 9. I think this card was a $1,000 card at one point. But the Ultimate Collection, Vince Young to 99. I mean, 2006, the hobby, a lot of people that were in the hobby are in the hobby now. We're not collecting back then, but there was a big boom summer 2006 for 2006 rookies, Bush, Young, Leinert, and the prices were high for that time period. The what those kids were going for was crazy. Upper Deck Rogers in a 9. That's Peterson. Your base stock Bowman Chrome in a 9. This is another thicker one that I thought was possibly graded too low. But Leaf Rookies and Stars, that's the base Calvin. The autograph on the jersey with the Lions logo. Kind of an interesting card. But that one. And Rogers Flagship. these have jumped, or not jumped, but fallen to maybe the $125 range. So maybe if you needed that Rogers, now would be the time to grab it. Bowman Chrome Moss. Skybox Premium Moss. Those are just the cards that I'd like to buy. They were cheap. They weren't the toughest to grade. Grading was not expensive either. They just had, and they would, if they graded a 10, it's a huge hit. If they get a 9, you're still doing pretty well. And I was pretty confident with the way I've studied those sets over the year that I was sending in cards that were 9s. Torrey Holt. That's the SSD. One of my subscribers told me one day the SSD is the type of card stock. So I think they did playoff momentum SSD too that year. But kind of interesting. Topps Chrome. That's the refractor. So second year Moss. I'm hitting the side to see what the centering looks like. Man, that's really good centering for this set. It's typically off-centered, these Topps Chrome refractors from 99. But good shine on that one, and a solid mint 9. Players Ink Edge gets a 10. This card doesn't have a lot of value. I think raw that I saw in my store for $25 or so for a on-card SP Authentic Hall of Fame autograph. It's baffling. Fleer Ultra. This is a card I used to love. I still like it or love it, but it's just a cool image when I was a kid. So the 98 Ultra Moss. That one's off top to bottom, but Topps traded Sabathia. I mean, it's barely, but it's enough to where you could justify it as a 9. You're always looking for things that justify cards as 9s and 10s. This did pretty good, all things considered. If you guys ever try to grade these 98 ticket rookie autos, they're tough. Just the card stock's so chipped that there's a lot of 6s and 7s. So this Fred Taylor got an 8, which is really good. Ricky Williams from back in college. We've got the photo against Texas A&M. That's the Fleer Tradition base. That one got a 10. Barry Fleer base. Probably the same box when I used to break junk wax. I don't do it right now. If things change in pricing, we'll consider it. But right now, it just doesn't make sense. This one got a 10, so I had it marked as 9.5, so possibly I thought it was great. I thought the actual condition was slightly lower than what it was graded as. That's why I keep track of all my pre-grades on my sheet to compare to the grades they receive. That one's off right to left, and there's a little sliver there. That one should not be a 10, and it's not. Rookie preview autograph from Score 99. That's Torrey Holt. And another SSD Holt. 9 is actually pretty good on this set. There's like warping and weird surface issues that come about with this set. So 2 Holts and 9 quality. I think he's another Canton call type of guy, so we'll kind of see what the future holds. There's no guarantee, I guess. I guess some 2017 stuff. 590 OPS, Yohan Moncada. That's the gold wave to 50. Camara Green. So that one is mint 9. Prospects Chrome Acuna. These base cards have fallen a lot in the last year or two. Heritage Soto. That's the Heritage Minor League. Of course, his first cards were issued in 2016. He's got the Bowman Chrome Auto, and I think like an International Ink low-end insert. So here's some Heritage 10s, maybe like a $70 card. Prospects Chrome. That's from the actual Bowman Chrome set. Cunha. Might be 3 of these ones. Yeah, 3 of these. I think they all got the same grade, but this is the SP one, so the print on this, I think it's less than 250. They didn't give an exact number, but these are all the Alvins. He's definitely compiling some numbers. So, contenders, variation tickets, 3 of those. The back usually has a little chipping on this black, so be hard to get 10s on this card, but 9s are good. Blue Wave Prism, and that's got a print of 149. Kamara. Pink, believe this is retail, so Pink Prism garners the 10. And we're going back to 95 now. So Barry Sanders, 95 Select, Mirror Gold. That's definitely a PC card right there. Always trying to add some new cool berries to the collection. And that's one that's worthy. Bowman's Best, Derek Brooks. So that's a rookie of Derek Brooks. Wait. That's second year. I don't know why I sent that in. That's a mistake. I don't make those mistakes very often. But, yeah, I don't know. I'll throw it in auction. Probably a pop one. But, yeah, Derek Brooks is a 95 rookie. I was looking at that, and I was like, he's not 96 rookie. He's the same class as Sap. Here's the Falk. Cool card, the draft pick 94. Phenoms Piazza. These are tough. So tough to get a 10 on this card. The entire front and back's pretty much black border. There's always a little chipping, and if cards in the 9.5 range and the grader decides to round down, then you're just gonna get 9s every time, which is the honest truth. Stadium Club Manning. Might be same card, same grade. Skybox Premium. Clean example right here. This one came in higher than I thought. Pre-graded as an 8+. See that corner? It's a lot of 9s. Here's a 10 on Bowman Moss. Those have been going off for about 80 to 90 bucks lately. Here's a 9. Here's a 10. So this side is not overly difficult. There's a 9. This is the main issue, this black right here that gets just pushed up and dinged. And of course you got to have somewhat, I mean, you have to have good centering to be in contention for 9s and 10s. But I've just been grading these for so long that I can kind of sniff one out when there's a good one on hand. Bowman's Best. This one I had as a 9, it got a 10, so to the store it goes. Another Phenoms. See, I mean, just take a look at that card. I don't know if you guys can actually get the full view of how good of condition it is for this set. You know, it's not perfect. There's a little white on that edge. But I could probably buy a 10 of that card. It's got a small pop and find a couple imperfections. So that's the thing with the grading that people should consider. Star Rookie, Moss, great card. Tough pull too. Last card of the order. I had it screened as an 8.5. It came back at 10, so it goes both ways sometimes. There was something going on with it that I didn't like, but Bowman Chrome Moss, so or Manning. So that's it, guys. Pretty good order. Lots of 9s and some decent older stuff. Later.